BDS demolished Gentlemates 17 goals to 4 in a 4-1 victory at this very stage of the competition. Johnny, surely it'll be different this time.
Well, we'll have to wait and see, but not too much longer because the teams have joined the lobby. They are in positions for the kickoff, and we are about to get the Championship Sunday. Match 1 underway, Championship Saturday, I should say, actually, because we're not quite there yet. I just can't wait for it, honestly, though. I feel like this is going to decide a major spot right here. Will it be Gentlemates confirming it for themselves, or will they have to wait for someone else to do it later on today?
Well, Team BDS can confirm here and now if they take the win. Even if they lose, they still have a tiebreaker en route, according to B-Rect, our statistician. So, not the end of the world if you lose this one, but of course, you'd still much rather win. It would be ideal to hope and expect other teams to do your job for you in that situation. I expect BDS to come out the blocks quick today, Johnny, and really try and make a statement.
Well, that's really what they've been doing all split long. They've just been the aggressive team, and that's not the best start for the Drally first to make a great save top corner as BDS gave the ball away there at the edge of the box. But yes, but it's all been about the offense for this team. The evolution of Exotic has been one of the standout things for me this entire season so far, turning himself into more of an aggressive player, more of a mechanical player, and yeah, seeing Drally's development as well. I mean, what a debut split he's having.
Yeah, fantastic player. Another player from Morocco stepping up to this level of the RLCS and just performing as expected. But it's not ideal from Seiko. Actually, it's worked out pretty well. He got in his teammate's way for a second, but ended up being followed up on by Itachi, the other Moroccan here. It does fall to Drally, the player that you were mentioning. He goes for the double tap shot. It's saved by Juicy. It's still a little bit dangerous. Itachi helps out his teammate, and Monkey Moon can't quite put it on target. But now we have Team BDS. They are starting as we expected. A few shots coming their way.
And you talk about evolution of players, you've got to mention Juicy as well. I think he's got to show up here for Gentlemates if they're going to have any chance against BDS. I think BDS likely to regain now that they've made out of Swiss. That's a miss from Monkey Moon. Seiko look at a double in the middle. He does, and it's covered well by BDS in the center. Another miss from Monkey Moon, though. He can't get on the end of the ball, it seems, like he usually does. Well, at least not as consistently as he usually does. It's very difficult to get the ball past this guy at any point in Rocket League history, but so far Gentlemates have been able to do so more than one occasion as Drally's forced again to cover a center ball.
Itachi was doing so much work there, though, with absolutely zero boost. His game sense is, at times, second to none. But Drally has a backflip there. Seiko's coming over the top. Does he get the first goal of this game? He's not quite able to. It fell just in front of Itachi. Agonizing for him. He will get a second bite of the cherry, and this time he will say yes and score.
Oh, great placement by Itachi as he turns around to collect Juicy's drop-down pass. And the placement was key here. Drally was waiting on the crossbar, trying to dive bomb a save. Seiko looking active so far this game. He's looking a bit like the dangerous Seiko of old, air dribbling and flip resetting at his opponents, often starting in that third man position with his solo counter-attacking plays.
Of course, at this stage of the season, it's not just about it's about making a statement ahead of it, and Team BDS respond quickly to make a statement of their own.
Oh, it's just too quick from Drally. What a touch. He's launched that one into the curve above the net. And of course, he reads it perfectly to get the goal that he himself has set up. I mean, immediate response from BDS, and it all comes from Drally, who has started in top gear in this match. Monkey been looking for Exotic in the middle. Wisely, Exotic turning around there, but now he's got Drally following him up, and it's another ceiling pass. This time, it's for Monkey Man in the middle. He's going for the double tap, and he puts it wide.
Oh, such a huge chance, not just the double tap itself, but there was boost steals going on. The pressure that BDS had and continue to have was just starting to overwhelm Gentlemates. It's still in the end. The composure remains, and it's 2-1 BDS.
Yeah, that's more like it from Monkey Moon, just consistent. And look who it is setting up again. Drally has been a monster in game one. He has been outplaying so many Gentlemates with his first touch, with his second touch. He's seemingly the player, right now at least, that they've got to worry about the most.
This is the way that Team BDS like to play the game, to make their opponents feel as uncomfortable as possible when they have the ball in attack. But here come those opponents. It's Gentlemates Juicy doing some work to Drally, but Drally has a great little read there. Good challenge, a strong hit on the ball in front of his own goal, which could be a scary moment. And now he's called off the ball by Monkey Moon, who sends it to the side where Itachi is waiting. Team BDS continuing to try and press. And every time Gentlemates do come forward, they're finding it relatively comfortable defensively, Johnny.
Oh, pinch step by Exotic, gets closed down there. A quick aerial by Monkey Moon, blocked by Itachi. This is BDS in their comfort zone. This is the spot on the pitch that they really try and get all their opponents into. Can Drally get back to this ball? Of course he can, but not before Itachi deflects it wide. Monkeyman back into the middle. The activity and the quick recycling of every play from BDS, key to their success throughout the split. And Gentlemates are going to need to get some more quality defensive touches if they're going to break free from this stranglehold.
Hugely aggressive half rotations were expected from Team BDS, but maybe that was one too many from Monkeyman. Thankfully for him, Exotic had got back, but that does leave something of an opening here for Gentlemates. They're not quite able to take it on this occasion, but with 1 minute remaining, they've proven themselves to be dangerous. That does not help from Monkeymoon. Piercing it into his own heart there, sending it back towards the BDS half. Exotic's able to sort of get it away, and then there's a double commit, and that's what Gentlemates need to avoid doing, despite the pace they're having to play at.
Yeah, they're getting a bit clumped up there in one part of the pitch, Gentlemates, and you know, I think is that attempt to beat BDS to the ball. You're trying to read the play that little bit faster, give yourself a head start in every race, but you know, have they gotten a bit too close in attempt? Oh, not this time. Seiko, air dribble bump pass to Juicy, who sends it into the top corner. Look at Seiko flying ahead of the ball here, denying Monkeymoon any access to it. Monkeymoon had to wait on the ground there so that Seiko would fly over him, and that left Juicy uncontested.
Seiko was brought in to be BDS's star man about a year ago. And now there he was, causing them all sorts of harm. There's another huge bump. Can Itachi? Oh, I was hoping that the ball would have fallen to him to get the doink. Instead, Drally sends it forwards over the top of Seiko. Itachi puts it back out wide for Gentlemates. Juicy is waiting. Exotic sends it down, though. Itachi has to be wary here. Monkeymoon is coming forwards. Drally with a little touchdown. BDS have the ball exactly where they want it until it falls to Seiko. Wants to put it past Exotic. Unable to on this occasion, but there's Juicy. Monkeymoon should get the clearance, and he keeps it high. Does that take the sting out of the tail for Gentlemates? Will they have one more chance before overtime? No, they will not, and it's overtime game one.
Yeah, so far kickoffs have been relatively even between both teams. This one will go the way of BDS thanks to Drally's quick turn, but they have not read each other at all. That was into the middle for Seiko. And Drally was obviously looking for a teammate there, but not on the same page.
Itachi wants to get that second touch, can't quite do it. Monkeymoon
steams
forward. Is this his moment? Yes, it is. BDS take another step forward towards the Copenhagen Major.
Oh, what a big mistake by Juicy there. He didn't realize that that was just going to be a completely free ball for BDS. He came sharp. Look like they have any on-pitch cohesion. I think especially looking at their last event, going all the way to the grand final, that's the sort of result that BDS fans will be very encouraged by. And now they're just trying to go do it again, show that they, you know, might have had a bad Swiss run yesterday, but it's no problem. You're right into the quarterfinal, and you've got, you know, a star-studded roster like this. That day-to-day reset can sometimes be all it takes.
Monkeymoon's missed a couple from the backboard. I wonder if he's just sort of lining up his sights as we go forward in this series. Team BDS now just 3 games away from being the second European team to qualify for Copenhagen. That might be the early lead in the second game as well. Not quite there. Gentlemates get away with one. Can they come down the other end and cause some damage?
Yeah, the back pass from Drally, then forward to Monkeymoon. Monkeymoon is kind of between a pass and a shot there. Think if Exotic had more boost, it would have been a goal for BDS. They again get themselves into that offensive pressure so easily, BDS. Their midfield control, definitely some of the best in the world. Gentlemates have done pretty good work on the back foot throughout this split. Obviously coming off a disappointing only top 8 in the last event, but this is not going to be, I think, too uncomfortable for them. It's actually up early here, and he is going to make a touch onto Exotic's clear. Look at this, so from Drally, just the confidence to just full send it in the back corner and keep Gentlemates on the back foot.
Yeah, he is completely comfortable now, Drally, playing like the star man for Team BDS. He had that slightly awkward first series, maybe, on the main broadcast, but since then, he has been huge for them, as he had to be and as he was expected to be. 1v1 master. Here's his teammate Exotic, but he's beaten by Juicy. Actually, attaches to the left. Can Juicy wrap his car around this one and get it to Itachi? In the end, he shot himself. The old bounce dribble or hook shot didn't quite work out, but Gentlemates once again showing they can be dangerous on the counter. I do want to see them have a bit more pressure of their own.
Yeah, they need to just, I think, survive just a touch more easily. Oh, that's a huge mistake there by Gentlemates leaving the mid open, but Monkeyman backflipped while trying to get up quickly for the ball. You cannot leave those center balls open against BDS because they will continue to look for that avenue of attack. This one has been cut off well by Juicy. You know, it really does come down to how well can Gentlemates survive though in defense. If they can keep the boost totals nice and high, the counter-attacks will have a lot more threat to them. If they're just continually getting boost starved, then they try and counter-attack with very little momentum. It's a lot harder to get anything done.
Oh, it's actually to the backboard. Nice touch, but it does fall back towards Gentlemate's half where Monkey Moon is waiting. He goes to the ceiling, gets the touch as well. Juicy was waiting, but Monkey Moon somehow bludgeons his way through almost. Let's be really aware they're the Gentlemate's defenders.
Yeah, crucial moments here for Gentlemates. As again, they look to try and hit BDS on the counter. It's stopped short at the first try, but of course they've got one of the best third men in the world, Seiko, holding things down at the back. Just notice how many times BDS are cutting off the ball at the halfway line. Their defensive line is so high compared to Gentlemates. Any Gentlemates mistake will be crucial and could be immediately punished, whereas BDS, you know, if they let the ball past one player, well, no problem. They've still got some space to work with behind them.
Dryly gets the block on Seiko. Seiko, who is continuing to be the potential thorn in Team BDS's side. He looks most likely for Gentlemates, in my opinion. Here come BDS, Exotic, saved by Seiko, doing all sorts of work yet again. Juicy's following it up, but BDS seems to be first at every second ball as it stands. It's a better attempt from Itachi, but still, BDS come away with the ball until Exotic misses. Real chances here for Team BDS, Johnny. They just can't quite pull the trigger at this point.
Yeah, they are definitely the team with the majority of the pressure, as you would expect in this matchup, as you expect in, you know, pretty much any BDS matchup, really. But they have not yet scored on it, and that's a great chance. Oh. That's a great shot by Juicy. Itachi finds Juicy on the far side of the box after initially passing to himself off the ceiling. That's just perfect on the counter from Itachi, and with that much pace, there is no catching up to them.
These are chances that you have to take if you are to beat Team BDS, and they took them. With the two players that I haven't been mentioning as much combining, Itachi and Juicy. A little spark of magic, a little piece of brilliance. Can they keep it going? That one's into the center. Seiko, can he get over the top of the ball? Instead he goes to the backboard. It was an almost impossible read, but Seiko, one of the few players who could have read it, wasn't quite able to on this occasion though. Monkey Moon sends it high, and Team BDS on the ropes a little bit here at Gentlemates. They're really starting to warm up in this series.
And they, like I said, do need to get their... I think they've got to get a foothold in this one as soon as possible. BDS are an incredibly momentum-based team. Difficult to stop once they do get going. As well defended by Juicy. Had to jump over a bump and then intercept the play. Just over 30 seconds left for BDS. Exotic in the middle, not much momentum. And still manages to get an awkward shot on net. And crucial there. Good job by Itachi. They're staying active with these recoveries in the middle.
Gentlemates doing a fantastic job defensively. They've only conceded 4 shots according to the game, but so much of the ball has been in their half, and they've seemed comfortable, especially with air dribbles away like that. Itachi tees up Juicy. Charlie on the backboard had to get in Juicy's way. BDS now have 10 more seconds. They keep their lead. Exotic into the center. Charlie towards Monkey Moon. Has to put this one away. Not quite able to there. Exotic lines up one more flick, but it's weird.
Oh, what?
Oh, it's really strong and goes in.
Nobody charged down the shot, but then Exotic shoots it at 2 defenders. It looked like it was a guaranteed save, but they got in each other's way. Somehow, Gentlemates have completely botched the win. That was an easy save for either player, but both going for it turned out to be a little bit awkward.
Yeah, potentially the ugliest 0-second goal you'll ever see, but BDS will not care as long as they can continue to press in this overtime. Itachi, though, has a bit between his teeth now for Gentlemates. Seiko's waiting, hoping the ball will fall to him. Not quite now. Stays in the play, though. That's something Seiko's doing really well, refusing to leave, but Exotic bludgeons back Gentlemates. Team BDS have to get this pressure back. It's not been their game so far, despite that 0-second equalizer. Drally could change that. It's going to fall straight down where Seiko was waiting.
It's just, you know, Gentlemates being their own worst enemy there, but they can't think about that right now. They've got to get on with the job at hand. It's one of the most difficult things about Rocket League when you go to overtime from, you know, any kind of 0-second goal, but especially one that was so easily preventable. That mental reset needs to be, you know, no timeout, not even a gap between games. You've just got to figure out how to get back into the play. But it seems like they've done that. Minute into OT now. Gentlemates are the team in attack at the moment. And they'll feel like they should have won this one already. Can they get the win they surely feel like they deserve and tie up the series 1-1?
Suddenly things will get really nervy for Team BDS. I was talking about their resilience yesterday, but you know, there were gaps in their armor. Gentlemates are trying to show them right here in this overtime. series win for Gentlemates doesn't quite bring them to Copenhagen, but they will be so close as Itachi gets the composed catch. Drally, they're up against Juicy. BDS having a little bit more of the pressure here, but really unable to completely make Gentlemates panic as Juicy almost beats two BDS players. Monkey Moon had to get the touch there.
Yeah, Monkey Moon defended the back corner boost, but he lost control of the ball. It's deflected wide with the blue trail back into the middle quickly, but BDS are defending their back corner boost over and over again here, so they do have the ability to survive these plays and quickly recycle. That's a good double attempt though by Juicy off the bar. Monkey Moon didn't read that one. He was not easily positioned to save it. And here come Gentlemates again. It's Juicy, denied by Drally.
Clear-cut chances starting to come up now for Gentlemates, though. They have to keep it going. Itachi's beaten there by Drally. Juicy, out wide he goes. Exotic gets the boost steal, but does he get the ball? Maybe Juicy's trying to use every ounce of boost that he has just to get something on that one. And he actually does remarkably well. Seiko or Itachi? Good communication there from Gentlemates in defense. There was the miscommunication that's led us here into this overtime. They seem to have stepped that up. Drally has a chance to finish it, though, but he's not quite got up in time, and it will remain 1-1.
It's just a really awkward passage of play here for Seiko. He was trying to get a back corner boost about 20 seconds ago. It spawned when he left, and now he's been out of the play. Oh, he just can't keep up this entire time. He's on small pads, trying to get back into rotation. Again, awkwardly on that near post. Seiko, this time he will get goal side and follows up well with another good touch. Now they're in a 2v1. Itachi and Seiko stopped by Exotic.
Yeah, Exotic did enough on the backboard there, or at the back, should I say, rather than the backboard. Monkey Moon flicks it. Itachi's already in there. Gentlemates playing on the front foot. Team BDS loving this maybe, hoping they can counter-attack, but not if Gentlemates get their passing boots on. Here's Exotic, and he saves this one and shows the others how it's done.
Yeah, Seiko just didn't get enough on that. He's dropped it down to the last player of BDS, and there's just no chance for the goalie this time.
Losses. They could very well be 2-0 up in this series, so I agree with you there, Johnny. Not one to completely throw the plan out the window, but one to take a deep breath and keep on going.
Yeah, these teams obviously they know each other so well. These players have been playing against each other, and you know they've been on the same teams in the past many times. So this is not going to be a situation they're confused by. They know what Gentlemates know what BDS are going to do. They know that they're going to try and put pressure on them and force those double commits, force those panic plays. And it's all about staying calm. It's all about defending your back corner boost, trying to survive and then eventually break free with quick counters. Here comes one from Juicy. That's a great setup as he goes all the way to the ceiling. Goes for the delay on the shot. Doesn't work this time, but not a bad idea there from Juicy. Trying to catch BDS in the mind game. Now here comes Seiko with a reset. He's popped it high, and that's going to be blocked as well.
These individual moments from Gentlemates remain so important, paramount, if they are to get back into this series. Seiko seems to be the player who has the ability to break through Team BDS today, but BDS just about defending for now. Drally actually leaves that one for himself. It was nice until Juicy cannoned into him. Itachi has a player to aim for. It is Seiko. Instead he goes himself and hits the post and the crossbar. Monkey Moon uses both. Almost, was it Toxic or Acro for Top Cougars who got a goal from that very corner?
Oh, Toxic from his own post, yeah.
Toxic. Could have been similar there for Monkey Moon. Not quite, but that would have been lovely.
Oh, I mean, that would have been ridiculous to score a pinch from the top corner.
I believe it every time I see that now, Johnny.
It's a good defense here by Monkey Moon, again, to deflect the ball safely to the corner with his save attempt. Rally's been tripped up on his exit, though. And now Gentlemates get right back into attack. Juicy going high this time. That's good offensive mix-up there by Juicy. Remember earlier in the game, he's faked to go low, and now he's trying to go over the defender, trying to keep them guessing. But BDS are guessing correctly or reading correctly every time.
Seiko has a chance, another chance for a clean hit. That one just goes forward into the corner. Exotic is able to get something on it. Drally puts it forward towards Juicy. Is the pass on? Not quite yet again, but Gentlemates will be enjoying this extended period of pressure. And making BDS sweat every time they get the ball now. Clearance from Exotic. He's got no boost left. Monkey Moon is up. Drally has to get something in the center. And now BDS have a little bit of pressure of their own. Gentlemates used to this. Exotic to the ceiling. There's a demo coming in from Itachi. Drally is the last man there for Team BDS. There's enough to get it to Exotic. BDS not looking the most likely to score, I would say. The tactical timeout seems to have done some good, unless they score from this. Wow. They nearly do, but Seiko's the savior.
I mean, this really has been a series to highlight different ways to center the ball. It's not been direct into the middle. It's often off the ceiling. It's off the curve above the net a lot of the time from BDS and Gentlemates. And that's a really instructive way to pass the ball to your teammates. I mean, Drally scored by passing the ball to himself, doing that in game 1 as well. You know, if you're getting an opponent blocking the direct route right in front of you, that is, you know, always a quick way to go up and over them. Drally uncontested here. He's got the easiest read for a player of his caliber, and it's 1-0 BDS.
It's just a clean win there for Exotic against Juicy. Seiko wasn't expecting it, ends up underneath the ball, and despite Itachi's best efforts, Drally is going to have the clean shot, probably the cleanest goal that we've had so far today in this game. And it does mean that BDS have yet another lead, and for all of Gentlemates' good work, they have nothing to show for it. Drally currently with 4 shots, a lobby high right now. Maybe going up for another against Juicy. Juicy manages to just force it to the side. It's dangerous times right now for Gentlemates, Johnny.
Yeah, and another boost steal there from Exotic. It's painful for Gentlemates as they try to scramble to control the ball and to stop the BDS attacks. Their boost is just being taken again and again. Yeah, I think that's one thing BDS, like I said in the last game, have done extremely well. Is when they're in defense, they're picking up those back corner boosts, they're defending it, and it really stops the attack from working for an extended period of time. This great fake by Monkey in defense. He's got Exotic to help him out. This time Juicy does call off the double commit that Itachi initially went for. And that's all they needed to do in the second game. Just somebody trust the other player like they did there.
Everything, though, is falling to Team BDS right now. Look at this one, landing on Exotic. Monkey Mood's coming in, prods it for himself. Exotic there, he goes for against the flip reset. I was wondering if Drally was behind them waiting for that ball, but it was taken there by his teammate. Couldn't quite maneuver it in, though.
Yeah, I think the fake would have made sense there from Exotic, but he was in 2 minds, couldn't decide whether or not to go for it. They're just continuing to batter the Gentlemates defense. They've got to be careful when they do this with just that 1 goal lead. BDS are really showing how to keep consistent pressure. The shot quality just not good enough. They got away from Juicy there. Never really looked like he could get a proper shooting angle. And that's what... Same things happening for BDS as well, as the shots are not quite connecting in dangerous positions. Just over 30 seconds ago, Gentlemates still trail by 1.
Seiko needs to get this one away. Exotic, though, charges him down so quickly yet again. Exotic wraps all the way around.
Oh my.
Causing pandemonium in the Gentlemates defense, and they can't get any momentum on the ball. They just have to hit it. They don't want to do that because they know that's exactly what Team BDS want. Caught between a rock in such a hard place. Juicy, can he flip this one along? No, instead he leaves it for Seiko. One more chance. Exotic, though, is rapid in getting into the air, sending Gentlemates back yet again. Monkey Moon keeps it high. This is the last thing the Gentlemates want. Seiko potentially gives them just a glint of light, but Drally is going to smother it away. And Team BDS, something. There will be something for them. It can happen, but will it happen? A completely different question.
I mean, the good news is, just like LG and NA, they're waiting to see if Carmine Corp will win later on today. It's like LG waiting to see if G2 are going to win. Well, probably. So, you know, you've got some good teams playing for you later on today if you're a Gentlemates fan, namely Carmine Corp. Beating Magnifico would be the result that they need. But that's just the first of them. It wouldn't be completely out of the woods yet. They're not completely done at this moment. Can they be the second team this split to reverse sweep BDS in a best of 7? That's a good attempt by Juicy into the middle for Itachi, but of course he is closed down quickly.
Gentlemates have to take this 4-step journey with the first step. This could be it. Juicy sets it up for Seiko, but it's saved again. It wasn't the best strike, Johnny.
Yeah, the placement was I think the focus there, but it wasn't perfectly placed. If you're going to take some pace off the shot and try to place it directly in the corner, it has to go directly in the corner of the net. You can't be putting it that close to the keeper.
Down the other side, Drally gets it up towards Juicy. Exotic went for the pre-jump, but Juicy had the mechanics and maneuverability to get it over the top of him. Eventually, though, Drally does get his reward. A clean touch on the ball. He fakes it underneath Itachi almost. Itachi just gets a chunk out of it, but Drally wants more. He seems to be waking up as this series goes on. Desperate for the ball right now for Team BDS. Here he is again, causing havoc. Monkey Moon is just waiting, knowing that Gentlemates have nowhere to go. He was tracking it. But it does fall in the end to Itachi. Gentlemates playing this slightly slower play style. More deliberate with their attacks than Team BDS, who are throwing everything at the Gentlemates defense. That's lovely. The pre-jump from Seiko, Itachi and him almost combining to make some magic.
And even with a perfect pre-jump pass into the middle, the shot is closed down so quickly. BDS do not waste any time in defense with their challenges. Every touch is immediately challenging. You can see the pressure that's putting on Gentlemates. They know that anything other than the absolutely fastest play possible is going to be denied. And in that attempt to play as quickly as possible, they're, you know, sometimes going a bit too quick for their own good and losing control.
Seiko sends it high. Does he have anyone there with him? Not on this occasion yet again, gentlemates. You start to feel have to be taking some more risks in attack. Team BDS certainly are. Monkey Moon fakes out Itachi below, gets the floor pitch. Seiko had already jumped. It's going to fall now to Exotic. Drally's there on the side. Monkey Moon, as ever, lingering in. Gets a demo as well, making it as difficult as possible for gentlemates to defend. They're doing a stellar job of it so far in this game as it tricks over the halfway mark. Juicy leaves that one towards Seiko. I like the ideas from gentlemates, but finishing the final product just not quite there for them.
Yeah, we're wondering if we're going to see that same star quality from this team. Who's it going to be? At times in this split, it's been Juicy. You know, when Seiko joined the roster at the start of the season, everybody's thinking that it could be him. It could be, you know, more of a Seiko in the limelight kind of team than, you know, the previous Seiko roster. How much time has Juicy got here? Not enough, of course. Monkey Moon's there to slam the door shut at the near post.
There's a demo there from Exotic on Itachi. I'll open things up here for Team BDS. Monkey Moon has no boost, but he still has all the ability in the world to get the flip reset there. It opens things completely up. Drally has a chance for a double. This could sink gentlemates. Drally slows himself down with the flip reset, and Itachi is so grateful for that.
Exotic perfectly timing that 100 boost respawn. So again, BDS have the facilities they need to get out of defense, and not just that, but score immediately. It's Drally pinching it in his own back corner into the ceiling, straight towards Monkey Moon, who slots it from distance. I mean, gentlemates, you can't really blame them too much for not seeing that one coming, because what a creative pass that is by Drally. Defensive pinch straight to Monkey Moon.
Is that finish from Monkey Moon the goal that takes Team BDS to Copenhagen? We will find out over the next 80 seconds or so. Gentlemates doing everything they can to drag them right back down. That pass might be the start of it. Drally gets it towards Itachi. In the center is Seiko, the pass, but not quite finding his teammate yet again from gentlemates. And BDS beat it away. Will their composed attacking play begin to turn into desperation from Team BDS as they inch ever more close to the hallowed halls of Copenhagen?
Yeah, just a minute to go for gentlemates. That's a big dunk into the middle. Seiko matched by Monkey Moon in defense again. BDS are just putting in challenges when they need to. And what a stark contrast that is to a gentlemates roster who lost game 2 by not doing just that. Monkey Moon chased down from behind while he's trying to slot the open net. Gentlemates are holding on for now, but can they hold on much longer? It's off their post again, straight back towards Monkey Moon. And they're just toying with their food at the moment. They're playing the ball around gentlemates a whole lot more than the mates can respond.
That was nice though from Juicy, at least gets it onto the BDS half. Itachi will line something up. Exotic is waiting for him, but he's beaten by Itachi, who gets into the center. Oh, so near yet so far for gentlemates. One more chance maybe. Seiko wants to get the block, instead it's faked. Exotic beats it away. Desperate times now for Team BDS. Exotic from the ceiling, Itachi gets in the way. Seiko's waiting, what can he conjure up? The magician. He's got a chance here, the flip resets alive. Juicy's in the center waiting for the ball. It's going to bypass everyone. Drally somehow gets a touch though. Exotic, can he kill it? Can he send Team BDS to Copenhagen? I think he can.